Thank you guys for joining me. Congrats on winning the LEC title today. Was listening to Armut and Karzi, are they always like this?
Um,
Go on, Alec.
yeah, basically. They are, I mean, outside of the interviews, they are literally the same. They are really funny and kind of stupid. Yeah, you can see that they are laughing, you know. So yeah, I would say they are the same.
What does it bring to the team, to the whole mood, and why is it the reason it clicks? When I talked to Armut Kaiser, he told me that the fact that you guys get along, are really good friends, joking with each other, is what makes the difference and what unites this team.
I mean, for sure, like just spending time with each other and like enjoying that time is like one of the most important things to have in a team, because like you will naturally just get along better, get along like or like communicate better in like team fights or like even like skirmishes, whatever, you know. So I think getting along with each other is just the most important thing, and we get along like really well. Like we are friends from the start, so yeah, it's amazing.
I love it. And I mean, we could see through the player cams today, even in difficult times, you guys was constantly smiling, especially Karzi, actually. But talking about the series itself, Elioya told me he doesn't really know what happened, how you guys turned it around. What's your take on the series, Humanoid?
I mean, I think after game 2, I felt like they weren't really that good. Even though they won 2 games, I think in game 2 should have been ours. And what I feel about Rogue is they are good, but I don't think they can really play the late game correctly. So every time we are behind, it doesn't feel like it's unplayable ever. It always feels like we can come back, and we could see that in the last game. And so, yeah, they have a really strong early game, but I don't think they have that good late game.
Yeah, that echoes to what something Karzi was saying earlier. But Kaiser, I mean, we saw that Rogue's bot lane was actually super strong. Were you worried at some point, or is this the reason you shifted from game 3?
I mean, of course, dying 2v2 like every single game is not optimal for our team morale, but I think like this happened in scrim always like as well, so we were not that worried. Like we were winning scrims either way. So yeah, I mean, it's just the usual for us. Me and Kazi, like we just die 2v2, it's fine. So we knew that Rogue was a team that, like, of course, they had a strong early game, and they also picked for that. Like they picked the Varus like really early every single time, and they like play for the lane. But we know that like these kind of champions are not that like strong later in the game, and I think we did a good job of like identifying what we can take on the other side of the map, or like me just roaming top lane, getting Armut ahead or whatever. Yeah, just looking for opportunities to get out of the bot lane matchup, and then yeah, scale it until late game.
Looking for opportunities, trying to be creative even around the draft, and this is what got you your first LEC title to both of you. And Kaiser, you joined the league 2 years ago. How does it feel to have a title so early in your career?
I mean, last year even, or like, yeah, last year in spring, we were kind of close, like we beat G2 and then we got a bit sloppy. So now that we are actually there, and like now that we beat Rogue, that also beat G2, it just feels amazing. Like, yeah, just to be like on the pinnacle, I guess, of Europe, and yeah, play against international teams now.
And yeah, Humanoid, similar question, getting your first title a bit later because you've been with us for a while now. And yeah, getting a third opportunity at Worlds actually. At MSI, excuse me. You will be playing MSI. You played Worlds twice. How is it going to be?
So I'm really happy because this year it doesn't feel like I'm going to a match just to lose. And it felt like that the last 2 years before, where you just go to semifinals against G2 or Fnatic. And I don't really see us winning the game before the match, even though like it's a pretty bad mentality. Like we could usually see that we got stomped. But this year, going into the matches, I feel like we actually have a chance to win against everyone. So it just brings more hype for me that I can actually like play to win instead of just play to get to semifinals and lose to the G2 or Fnatic.
You will do great internationally. I'm so happy you will be representing us for MSI. Congrats again on winning the split. And yeah, let's send it over to Shox for the rest of PGL. Take it away, dear.
Thank you very much, Laura. Fantastic to hear from Kaiser and from